Hello, everyone. It's Faith. I'm here to bring you another edition of Cast Questions. This one is with Brian Irwin, the voice of Luke, and the amazing talent behind all of Boom's music.
All right, here are Brian Irwin's 10 questions for Boom. Number 1, what or who inspired you to act? Well, when I was in college, I studied theater, and I never did anything with it because I got into music. And then when I was turning 49, my wife asked me what I wanted to do in the second half of my life. And I had always thought about actually getting into acting, and I said I wanted to act. And she was a professional actress most of her life, did the Shakespeare Festival in Oregon, and she was on Broadway. And she encouraged me to do some student films and just whatever I could. And one of the roles I got was Luke in Boom, and so I've been happy to add this to my resume. So my wife is the short answer to number 1. My wife inspired me. Number 2, what do you love about your character? Well, my character is probably the least lovable character in the entire podcast. He is really one of the worst antagonists that I've ever encountered. But what I love about him is he's so well written because he is able to kind of keep up 2 appearances, which both kind of have the same persona. He has the same sort of passive-aggressive persona, whether he's being passive or aggressive. So I just love the way he's written. He's very complex. Number 3, what is the biggest challenge about this role? The biggest challenge about this role is, that's a good question. Well, it's crossing over to the dark side that Luke lives in. But luckily, it's quite brief. We only do it for a day or 2 each season, so it's not too bad. Number 4, how is this character like you and different? Really, the character is nothing like me. I modeled him on some kind of people I've known throughout my life who sort of portray this sort of bonhomie, bro-like atmosphere around them, but they're really very vindictive people. They just use their sort of gregariousness to mask it. How's this character different from me? Well, in all those ways. Number 5, besides your own, who is your favorite character on the show? My favorite character is the detective played by Wendy. I can't remember the detective's name for whatever. I'm very bad with names, but I like her because she has her BS meter is very sensitive, and she knows. She's the one person who has never been fooled by Luke, and that threatens him. And so she's another well-written character. Question number 6, what was your first impression when you heard the first episode fully produced? Well, I was very impressed with the way the sound design brought the dialogue to life, and it made it go 3-dimensional. I first read the words on a page, and then we acted them out, and that was a second level. That brought the words to life. But then hearing it with everything mixed in, it was as if I was watching a movie, and that was what really impressed me. Number 7, besides Boom, what's your favorite audio drama or other kind of podcast? I listen to mostly political podcasts. I particularly like one that Slate has called The Gist, which is just a bunch of very smart people discussing the world's events. What do you do when you're not voicing your character? Well, I produce music for a living, so I'm constantly writing and recording music. And apart from that, I have 2 dogs, 3 cats. I spend a lot of time with them. My wife, my 2 stepchildren as well. And for hobbies, I like to bake bread and I play golf. Number 9, have you ever done an audio drama before? If so, how does it compare to others? If not, how would you describe the experience? Well, I have not done an audio drama before, but I love it because it's one area where as a 50-year-old, I can play a mid-20s person, and I get to be someone else with my voice, and I don't have to worry about how I look. And so I get to channel my inner 25-year-old jerk. Number 10, if you could write the ending of the show, what would it be? I would have Luke be confronted with a situation in which he could not deny the truth any longer. And I think he would, I guess I would get him to admit guilt and then perform the act on himself that he performed on others, and that is to take his own life by blowing himself up. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that, and enjoy Boom.
If you want to make sure you don't miss any episodes, bonus or otherwise, please subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. For more info on the show, where to find us on social media, and a link to our Teespring store, please visit boom.observerpictures.com. Thank you so much for listening, and be sure to tell a friend about the show. Until next time.